What's up, guys? Jay Joseph here, and I'm going to be reviewing the HSU G6 by Jerry HSU of Emerica. Yeah. Alright, so right out the box, I'm just going to go straight into the details. Normally, I talk about the shoe, what the shoe's features are, this, that, and the third, but I already have a review on the shoe when I first got them. So I'm just going to go over the pros and cons. I'm gonna go with the cons first. So with my left foot, I did experience some weird sole shredding, and I get that this is the G6 under, but it doesn't seem like it'd be that grippy at all. So, but at first I gave it a try. Wanted to make sure and see for myself because Emerica does have good grip, but in this instance, when it came down to this area, it was pretty smooth. Not like I'm gonna slip off my board every single trick, but it was super slick over here, especially when it touched the G6. It's weird, but yeah, the G6 is literally the sole of the shoe, which has its good and bads. So I think this is one of the cons for the G6 being the sole of the shoe. Yeah, that's pretty much it on the left shoe, because otherwise the left shoe held up pretty good. Right shoe, because oh damn, I said both sides wrong. This is right, this is left. I don't know my side. Anywho, left shoe, the actual left shoe, this side here. Okay, so what I figured out about the HSU G6, once again, the G6 sole, this is a G6 sole, so it's not like the insole is G6. The insole is actually the basic Emerica insole, but the sole of the actual sole of the shoe is supposed to be the G6, like the G6 of the shoe. So I see what they're doing with this, and actually not a bad idea. But I mean, to me, I think it was like a copy of the Vance Crockett, but I'm gonna leave that in the air. I experienced some wear and tear over here. You know, my fox lining always tears over here. That's a normal thing. I did not like seeing the G6. Honestly, being able to see the G6 through the sole there, but that's just my preference. I realized that there's like a second layer. I don't know what this is. I'm used to rubber being the second layer, but you know, that's because I like Vans so much. Don't judge me. I'm a Vans guy. And then Emerica, pretty close second. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, this is pretty tough material under here. So this is like another month worth of skating or so, or of doing straight kick flips and before you actually end up with a hole there. So this is really durable because I skated this for about 3 months before I switched to another shoe. And lately, I begin to a point with certain shoes where if I feel like a whole entire week of not liking the shoe, I'm gonna switch. But regardless, yeah, once again, you guys already know the whole sole wearing down thing, and my preference on the G6. But another thing I didn't like that Emerica used the basic Emerica insole. Although I can pull it out, it was a struggle at first, and I refused to skate flat insoles like this. And it's not like it's a bad insole, because it starts off really, really good. It's just like I'm used to insoles. For instance, I put my Remines in there after a while because these started to really hurt. And if you look at Remine, it's like a certain arch and shape that is to the insole that reminds me of the Vans Ultra Crush. I'm just gonna keep on referencing Vans. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So yeah, these remind me of the Vans Ultra Crush insoles, which help my feet perfectly. So I threw these in there, and the shoe's working perfectly fine. But when I had these in there, after a good month or two of taking impact, it wasn't like pain, like heel bruising. Like I didn't get any type of heel bruise, so the G6 is working. But it was more so shocks because, you know, for me, I don't think my foot should stay flat, period. I guess I'm more of a guy who needs to have some type of arch in his step or whatever, or shoe. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I'm the guy that needs to have like a arched insole. So yeah, the G6 breathability thing, I don't. My personal preference, I didn't find a need for it, but I know why that's there, and it did help out. But I feel like it'd have been a lot more effective had this been here and internal sock lining not covered it, because yes, you're getting air in the shoe, but you're not gonna get it directly on your foot because the internal sock lining is somewhat in the way. But that's all the cons. The pros, this thing right here is my favorite thing about this shoe, hands down. Nothing compares to this shoe when it comes to this little piece right here. It's like a hardened rubber that helps take in the impact of Primo. Thank you. Somebody was thinking about this, because every time I hit Primo in this exact spot, I end up hurting my feet. I can't walk straight. Hurts like hell. This, that, and the third. The Jerry HSU, smart man. The heel drag pad, also another thing I really like. I think you guys are just looking at the old Provost and was like, yo, let's make a shoe with the same features but better. And I like that. You guys are smart. So the heel drag pad actually held up really, really, really well, and I was dragging the mess out of both heels, switch and regular. Like you can see it more on this foot because this is the foot I push with and all that. But yeah, it held up pretty well. It didn't like flatten, turn sideways or whatever. So that is a plus about this shoe. I'd recommend it for all types of filmers that like to roll on their skateboard while filming, because this is gonna hold up for that. The G6 flex pads came in work and in handy, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but with certain shoes, if there's not a flex over here, it's harder to break in the shoe, this, that, and the other. It's harder to walk in the shoe, and when the shoe starts wearing down, it's like a split in this general area or whatever. It's a weird, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm glad these were here because it made it super easy to walk in, this, that, and the third. The grip is really, really damn good. This is like, I compare these to Vans. This is like next level grip, and I'm going to keep referencing Vans. I don't care how many times you guys count up how many times I said Vans. Yeah. So yeah, this grip, I like the whole idea. I want to say this is triangle tread, Emerica sole, perfect, really grippy. Starts off kind of weird because it's a new shoe and it's like a mix. It's like a hybrid between vulcanized and cup sole. But as you get into it, the grip is really, really strong. This is the fox lining is really, really strong. This, that, and the third. Internal sock lining, honestly, really good. Hold your foot in night. Honestly, if you're the type of person who, if they have some type of sock line or whatever holding their shoe together, and you feel like you don't need shoelaces, by all means, you don't need shoelaces. But I personally like shoelaces on here. I wish there was a better way to put the laces on here, because I did start ripping at them within like the second month, but they didn't tear, so that's a plus. At the same time, breathability pads here, cool. I like how you guys put the same material here onto the tongue, because that is so helpful. That's how I caught most of the air in the shoe. The tongue is padded, which is always a plus for the times where you just come down on top of your foot like so. You got some type of extra protection. Yeah, so I like and dislike the whole idea of the G6. So the G6 sole does help you take in impact. I 100% back that. It's definitely impact absorbent, but I feel as if you find a way to make the sole deeper, the actual sole of the shoe deeper, with keeping the same amount of G6 going on there, that make the shoe better for sure. And what's the other thing? Oh yeah, G6 insole, guys. Like Herman G6 insoles, better than using these, because they will last longer. This, that, and the third. I had to replace the insole. You could skate it without replacing the insole, but I personally had to. Otherwise, mid-top shoe, love mid-tops, always protects the ankles. Not one mid-top shoe I've had that hasn't protected my ankles. I love that. I love the support to the back of the shoe. Shoe's real grippy. The shoe is super stylish until you start wrecking your skateboard tricks, and then you start coming home with your battered shoes, and your mom is all like, why did you buy those $70 shoes that look so nice? And they start getting on you about how you skating them and all that. Might as well have bought a pair of Jordans. I don't wear Jordans. I'm ranting for no reason. That is the end of this shoe review. I know you guys were really watching the unboxing I did with this, and I thank you guys for the amount of views I got. Hopefully this sums up my likes and dislikes of the shoe. Yeah. This is Skate Day. Subscribe. Peace.